Just doing a quick tutorial showing you how to use the SEOQuake browser plugin. Yeah, it's a Chrome plugin. You see it here, and I'm just going to quickly highlight how to use it. For more details, either reach out to me or you can Google it, YouTube it. There's a lot of other videos about it, but yeah, this is just for basic audit. So you click when you go on the page you want to do a quick audit, and then you hit diagnose, and then it just gives you the details. You know, this isn't perfect, just because it's not really taking into account the keywords you're targeting, but things like that means like warning. You know, the page doesn't have a canonical tag. You know, it's not extremely important, but it's just something. You know, then it tells you the title length, and then you can see the actual title here: outsourcing platform leverage. When you're doing this, you might want to keep in mind the websites or the web pages target keywords to see if they're in the important places, which are the title, H1, and then you know, within the copy, particularly early on. So you can see here it's saying a warning here too for the meta description. It's a little short. It's 79 characters. It's saying 160 to 300. Meta description is always changing in terms of length, and you know, based on the actual keyword someone is searching in Google. So I shoot for about 150 to 160, around that range, but there's no one rule because Google shows such a dynamic SERPs. So meta keywords, these don't really have any value. We have them. That's okay. So this is another priority place. So the headings. So it's showing a check mark here, but so you're only supposed to have one H1, not 0, not 2, but 1, and then these vary based on the structure of the page. But you want to look at what the H1 is like. Actually, we're just doing the Get Leverage homepage, and that's actually not a very good H1, because an H1 has to tell users what the page is about or what the site is about, and there's really no keywords here. So, that would be an opportunity. Even though the audit says it's good, you still have to look at it from a keyword perspective. And you can look at the H2s, which are one step lower in terms of the priority and in terms of the hierarchy, and it goes all the way down to H6. But yeah, H1, H2, sometimes H3 you would look at. But for the most part, the biggest thing is there one H1 tag, and is it keyword rich? Is it kind of running in the same line in terms of keywords as the title? Sometimes they're very similar, sometimes they're exactly the same, sometimes they're entirely different, but it's usually good if they're talking about the same keyword. So it's showing 8 images without alt tags. This varies, but again, yeah, it's saying that text to code is, there's a ratio for it to be in. This I usually don't really pay attention to unless, it's an iframe site. Yeah, schema, it's saying you have it, but it's not really telling you how it is. But for the most part, those are the biggies. There's other things. So it's not showing a sitemap. It's showing the robot text. Yeah, so that's kind of a basic audit. And then you could look at, if you wanted to see what keywords, this shows you keyword density, kind of just what, how, in what proportion is certain keyword showing on the page. So you're seeing for one keyword that's here. So for all the single word, you're seeing leverage is the biggest business. And the density, that's about right. So I guess these are probably false auctions. That's why they're showing up so high density. These are like, not really anything about the services services relevant to the page showing up high. So that's another word of warning. But yeah, for the most part, that's just a quick 5-minute overview of how to use SEOQuake. You can download it from the Chrome plugin store.